Well, good Saturday morning from arisia, 25th running of this convention. And I'm here at the Westin Boston waterfront at its habitual home. And got in yesterday actually kind of early. And thanks to Greyhound, I'm sorry, Penn Station to South Station, which is less than a mile from the convention, in about 4 hours. It cost $50, no security hassles, and Wi-Fi every inch of the way. You can't beat, honestly, from New York to Boston, you can't beat Greyhound. Anyway, a couple of program notes before the formal con report for the morning. First of all, I'm going to be on a panel this evening, 8 p.m. in the Bullfinch Room. Are rules meant to be broken? Okay, no discussion about which side I'm coming down on. Right? But more important than that, two other things. If you're currently at Arisia, this is going to have very short shelf life, but if you're listening to this in more or less real time, this is important. The Wi-Fi code is 31113, right? 31113, free Wi-Fi here. Secondly, don't drink the water. It's opaque. Maybe my next report, I'll do a little science experiment for you and show you what the tap water at Arisia looks like. But the fact that it looks like anything is telling. All right. So anyway, I get in last night, and I attended the Jewish Kabbalat Shabbat service, which they really do up right here, about 5:30 in the evening before things really get crazy at Arisia. Um, they have a nice uh, conservadox egalitarian service, which is kind of to my taste, and I really like what they do here. Secondly, yeah, I didn't really go for. I don't think I showed up for a single panel last night. I wasn't on any, and I just found other stuff to do, mostly around the dealer's room. Uh, First of all, picked up some books here. Oh yeah, uh, Mr. Gordon Linzer, the the founder of Space and Time, still my favorite magazine under under the new direction. Well, not so new direction, long time direction of Hildy Silverman, husband of professional atheist Dave Silverman. Sorry, guys, I like the Jewish service. We can still be friends. Also, the guest of honor is Tanya Huff, and I hope to get the GOH herself to sign that for me. And how did I not ever know about this um, anthology, edited by Paula Guerin, which is a selling point in itself? Paolo Bacigalupi, Cory Doctorow, Nnedi Okorafor, Bruce Sterling. I mean, these are some of my favorite authors. So, I mean, how did I not know that after the end, recent apocalypses, apoxyli, Poxylania? Yeah, I never heard of this before, but it just jumped to the top of my pile. Um, Now, in the dealer's room, apparently Larry Smith Booksellers is the only new book seller at Arisia. They've got this huge space, and so Sally, who runs it, agreed to share some of that space with Rebel Publishers. Oops, got to face the product. Um, yeah, okay. Anyway, you can get either one of these: Age of Certainty, the anthology I edited, and Land That I Love, my first novel, which are both in print. And you will see flyers for Mighty Mighty around, because we're going to get that in reviewers' hands starting this week, and hopefully be able to get the soft rollout in March and the full treatment in April. Um, and I found a great pair of makers in the dealer's room. First of all, well, let me go get it here. I got this coat just this past week. Kind of fell into my lap. I mean, look, it's a, a leather duster. It's a hero coat, and 150 bucks. I mean, how do you like not pick this up for 150 bucks? I knew something had to be wrong with it because of the price they were willing to let it go at, and what was wrong with it was shoddy stitching, and one of the epaulette um, buttons fell off. So somebody and his his name's Dan. There's a lovely lady named Heather who also works at her booth at his booth, um, who it for $10 in 10 minutes replaced these epaulette buttons, and I've got a hero coat. All right, so but wait, that's not all my dealer room swag. I ran into my old friends and newly married couple, Julian and Nick Perry, uh, and they are my go-to people for for cufflinks. Now, actually, this past year for Hanukkah, my sister Marla got me some TARDIS cufflinks, which are really cool. So it's not like I need cufflinks right now, but I mean, it's just okay. How do I do this? Okay, one pair at a time, I guess. As you might also know, I was recently let go from my day job. I worked for IBM as an IT management consultant. I'm still open to taking such engagements on a contract basis. But my first act as an ex IBM employee was to take my admittedly generous severance check to PC Richard and buy a MacBook Air that I'm talking to you through at through. Yeah. Anyway, I'm staring into a MacBook Air right now, so I thought I'd get the Apple Macintosh cufflinks, and Jillian tells me that this is the last time they're going to be selling these. But what I kept coming back to, I picked those up because they gave me a two for one deal. Not two for one literally, but a significant discount off the second pair. But this is what I this is what caught my eye. Captain America cufflinks. I mean, it's like, why not? Why not? I mean, at at the very least, I'll if I don't get anywhere out of it, those can be regifted very easily because I can think of about 100 guys who would love a pair of those. All right. So, what else happened last night after the dealer room? And shit, not a lot. I'd say the best party was Broad Universe, and that was it, they are a fun bunch of people, and one of the people there is a friend from Arisia's past named Justine Graken, and uh, she is going to be what's called the guest of awesome at PyCon this year, and well deserved. She really is an awesome person, and somehow with her, and I should also give Justina a hat tip in that conversation with her at Norwegia in the past kind of gave rise to an idea that was already forming in my head that turned into Age of Certainty. But anyway, she and a couple of friends roped me into a discussion of dirty limericks and songs, and not just a discussion, a demonstration. I wish I had better for you, but I, you know, the thing about dirty jokes and limericks is that you have to hear them a few times before they really stick in your head. So all I can give you is what I came in there with. But anyway, I should say that I was not the one holding court here. That there were other people with some really nasty songs and and limericks. What I brought was something that I learned in boy, I guess it was in like sixth or seventh grade when someone told me there once was a young man named Sweeney who poured some gin on his weenie and, being uncouth, stuck it in vermouth and gave his girl a martini. And then there was a song that I brought. Okay, it's called In Mobile. There's a man named Russell in Mobile. There's a man named Russell in Mobile. There's a man named Russell who pulled a pelvic muscle in a homosexual tussle in Mobile. There's a man named Hunt in Mobile. There's a man named Hunt in Mobile. There's a man named Hunt who thought he had a cunt, but his ass was out in front in Mobile. And, kind of went on like that. All right. So, anyway, broad universe. Just if you're looking for people to hang with at a convention, look up these ladies, and you'll have a most enjoyable time. All right. So, that's not how, not intended how that sounded. Um, Finished the night by going to see the Tesseract Players do, well, anything. They're great, but they were doing their Shadowcast, and they did Once More with Feeling from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and nailed it. And tonight I'm going to go see them do Doctor Horrible, and they also do a Shadowcast to the the Doctor Horrible commentary, and if you've never heard the commentary, it's funnier than the show. And so the Tesseract Players are going to do that, and this is the final performance of that tonight before they retire it from their repertory. Um, so today I'm going to try to see a Norwegian zombie flick called Dead Snow, and I'm going to go to the LunCon tea party. I got invitations there from a couple different directions. I cannot say no. And of course, MaltCon. Um, I think I'll bring some Armagnac to that. And the guest of honor reading by Tanya Huff is this afternoon. I'm certainly going to try to get there as well. So anyway, enjoy Arisia, and I will report back probably tomorrow about this time. All right.